Here we go. Hi. I know, I'm late. Um, what just happened? Oh no. Okay, hold on. Ah! Now Instagram did not do its thing. Crappers. All right. I know. Just give me one moment, please, while I fix this Instagram issue here. It apparently forgot that we were connected. Working on it. Sorry. I know it's always so it's always just such a pain with Instagram here. Let's see. Okay, we have to add it back in now and save. There we go. It's if it gets disconnected, then I have to redo it, and I have to find the new like stream key before I can make it go. There we go. Now hopefully, aha, and here we are. Woohoo! Okay, so I know even without the Instagram, oops, I'm late. Have you ever fallen asleep standing up in the shower? Because I have. Um, I need to like see what hair. I need to start going to bed earlier. I've been going to bed at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, which doesn't do well for actually getting up in the morning. So yeah. Sorry about that. I will improve. But anyway, so today is December 12th, which means we are on day 12 of our twice sheared sheep Advent box. So let's get to it. And I want to make sure that I actually have the correct banner up here, the correct QR code up here, because that is probably, oh, it is. Okay, good. It is the right one. I wasn't sure if it was the twice sheared sheep one or if it was the one from yesterday from my I know yesterday was Thursday, not Wednesday. Never mind. See, this is what happens when I don't get up on time. All right, so today is the 12th, which is right here. Under 10. Aha! All right. Ooh. It's a set of something. I wonder if it's a set of fun melody clips or if it's some other interesting little tool that will make life easier, because if twice sheared sheep is anything, they are the ones that make things easier. Oh, look, and we have some people here. Renee 0150 says, time is flying. Yes, it is, because I was 10 minutes late because I fell asleep standing up in the shower because I stayed up too late last night. Oh, wait. Do these have the 25s? No, these are by 10. These are by 10. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't show you. I got so excited. Okay, so these are counting stitch markers, okay? So I'm going to pull them out. They're the melody clips. And I have them, I have these in the way they had them in the past, the way they have them like right now, if you go over to Twice Sheared Sheep, is they have the counting stitch markers. You see the little dangles hanging off, and they count by 50s. So, 50, 100, 150, and I think it goes to 500. These are counting by 10s, and they go up to 200. So, or is it 10s or is it 20s? 20, 40, it looks like they're counting by 20s. Yeah, 20, 40, they're shiny and pretty. And my lights are making it hard to read them. 20. Why am I having such a hard time today? Well, because I need new glasses. That one says 40, but I swear that one said 10. It does. Okay. 80. I need new glasses, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time because of my poor script in my glasses. Oh, wow. You know what? I definitely need new glasses. I knew I needed them, but man, yeah, these are by 20s. I'm almost positive these are by 20s, guys. If I took them off and actually looked at them a little closer, I would be able to tell, and then you'd be able to see what they look like a little better too, right? Okay, so this one is a 20. Okay. And yeah, as fuzzy as it is, that's what it looks like to me until I get new glasses right now. That one said 20 on it, and this one says 40. Yeah, so they're by 20s. That one says 40. See, it's so much easier to read them when you take them off and look at them one at a time. And this one says 60. Yeah. Okay, so you might be like, okay, but how do you use them? I love these when I am making something with a long starting chain, or a long starting chain for knit crochet, a long cast on for knit. And what you do is every however many stitches they are, with the other set it's 50s, with these it's 20s, you put on the stitch marker. And it does a couple things, okay? So, and you might also, like, these happen to be the smaller size of the Melody clips, right? So if you're knitting and you might say, oh, but I can't put it around my around the needle if I'm using a bigger gauge needle. What you can do is you can hang it off when you're casting on. There's the stitch that's, under the needle, right? You can hang it on that. And that's actually what you want to do anyway, because so you hang it on the part, like you can hang it on just like the side of the stitch that's still attached to the needle, or you can hang it just under that. I would hang it just under that, because that's when this trick that I love works really, really well. Is you make your starting chain or your cast on, and it's really long, and you're like, okay, now I have to join and take care not to twist. So it's really hard to get it to not twist. But if you have these hanging off every 20 stitches, not only did it help if you got, called away, or if you lost count or whatever, it helps because you only have to go back to the last marker, not all the way to the beginning. But in addition to that, it also helps in that when you're done with your cast on or starting chain and you need to join them, you can use this to help keep things untangled. So, or untwisted. So like you can lay out your starting chain, and it's easier to straighten the length in between each of the markers. And then the marker helps keep it lay flat, right? So you straightened out that section and you get it laying flat, and the weight of the marker keeps it there. Okay. And you can see that a lot easier with the markers, and the markers have a little bit of weight to them. So it's so much easier with the markers hanging off your starting chain or your starting cast on when you're doing large amounts of stitches and you want to join in the round. So that is something I do with the set of, I just made a whole set of bags that are out, that are shaped like RPG role-playing dice, right? And so there is, oh, hi, Monique. There is a set for each of the shapes that I have, like the D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, and D20. There's a dice bag size, and there's also a shoulder bag. So the shoulder bag is shaped like whichever shape dice, right? Whichever shape die, and it has a strap. And the strap starts with a cast on with a chain of, because it's crochet, it starts with a chain of, I think, 250, right? And I used my set of these that count by every 50. So I chained 50, stuck on the one that said 50, chained 50 more, stuck on the one that said 100. These go by 20s, and they go all the way up to 200. But I did that, and then when I was done, now that I did to keep track of the numbers. I didn't need to join them. But if I had needed to join it, then when I went to join it, I would have just laid it out on the table and used the straightened it between two of the stitch markers and used the stitch marker weight, the weight of the stitch marker, to keep it from spinning again. Straightened up between the next set of stitch markers, use the weight of the stitch marker to keep it from spinning again, and so on. So in addition to being counters for long starting chains or cast-ons, they're absolutely wonderful for when you have to join as well. Okay, so that's a trick that I've always used. Even before I had the counting stitch markers, I would just use regular stitch markers, usually ones that had something dangly on them, because it's nice if they've got a little bit of weight and if they're easy to see. So this is awesome. The ones that you can currently buy at Twice Sheared Sheep, which you can use the QR code up here, that is an affiliate link to take you over to Twice Sheared Sheep. You pay the same price and I get a little commission for sending you there. Thank you. And on top of that, on top of the going there to buy things, you can use the coupon code in all capital letters, Jessie at Home 20. And Jessie is with an IE. So that's JESSIE ATHOME 20. Jessie at Home 20 will get you 20% off. Renee likes the hints and says that my nails look great. Thank you. I showered. They're just my natural nails. I just, try to keep them clean. I love that. You know what? Normally, if I don't have my nails painted or anything, the only comments I get is like, "Why can't you paint your nails?" I'm like, because I craft and they never look good. So thank you for just admiring the fact that I keep them clean and filed. Definitely important to file them. So yeah, you use that coupon code, you get 20%, Jessie at Home 20, you get 20% off of everything that you buy in the Twice Sheared Sheep store, with the exception of mystery surprise boxes and advent boxes, but there's no advent boxes for sale right now anyway. So there you go. There's the link. 20% off with the coupon code in all capital letters, Jessie at Home 20. Jessie is JESSIE. And you can currently buy the stitch markers that count by 50s and go all the way up to 400. The ones that are in here that I would be willing to bet are going to be coming into the store at some point during 2026. Count by 20s and they go up to 200. All right. So totally awesome. Absolutely love it. This is so cool, right? Okay, so there we go. That is today. And tomorrow, let's take a look at what the 13th looks like. Okay. Let me close this and put it back in. Oh, and the 13th looks the same as today as far as the box goes. It's right next to it. That's right. I remember that now. So that was the 12th. And this is the 13th. So that is the one we will do tomorrow. And I will promise I will go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight, not at 3 a.m. And then that way I won't fall asleep standing up in the shower and be late tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow you may actually see me in medieval garb because we're going to a medieval event tomorrow. And I might just wear my medieval clothing. Oh, Renee says maybe they should add a nail file to the next calendar. I do very often at trade shows, I do get branded nail files. It's a very common thing to get at yarn themed trade shows because you don't want to have snaggy nails. Monique is looking forward to seeing me in medieval clothing tomorrow. So, yes, I will probably be in my medieval clothing tomorrow because we do have our medieval Yule festival tomorrow. So I'll be coming dressed for that. And then I don't know what time we're leaving, but Doug knows that I have this at 10:30 every day. Apparently I don't, though. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for bearing with my my tardiness today. Have a wonderful day, and yay, it's Friday. I'll see you. Bye-bye.